My sister died. My sister was 54 and she passed away unexpectedly. And I've been waiting to do this video because I didn't know what to really say. My sister, she passed away September 16th. And sadly, she and I did not have a close relationship. And I say sadly because I truly am sad about it. I'm a mental health counselor and we talk about all those, relationships with family members that seem to be unhealthy and how we're supposed to handle it. And, if a relationship is unhealthy for you or it's toxic for you, you set that relationship to a distance. And in my brain, it makes sense. You don't need to be involved in a relationship that's not healthy for you, especially when it causes you continued strife and your own unhealthy thoughts and your own unhealthy actions. And so that's kind of the way our relationship was. It was not a healthy relationship. And for whatever all of those reasons are, which I know what they are, I know what a lot of them are, it's a sad thing. And I don't care how emotionally distant you make yourself from it, it's a sad thing. Um, I actually got a message that she was in the hospital, and um, it took me a while to get there. I had to, take care of my own things here at my house and arrange for a flight and arrange for a rental car, arrange for a place to stay. And one of the things that I always sat back and was worried about was that with the state of our relationship, the way that it was, that she would die alone. And I didn't want that for her. And when I got the message that she was in the hospital and that it was not looking good, the only thing I thought about was, I don't want her to die alone. Because even though we didn't have a close relationship, and even though life did not turn out the way I wish that it had, at the end of the day, she was still my sister. And we still had history. And I loved her. It was hard. It was hard to say goodbye. And some of that reason was because of all of the things that I wish hadn't happened in our relationship. And hard because we weren't going to get another chance. We weren't going to get another chance to maybe try and work it out, or to try and just as adults live our own lives independently and yet have moments of times where we could still come together and be sisters. I will say, if you have a relationship like that, even if you don't take the opportunities while you have them, in the end, I hope you do. In the end, I hope you are able to get a semblance of closure, or to say to that person, I'm really sad at the way life turned out, but I'm really glad that I can be here for you in this moment. Because at the end of the day, that moment matters. What does that mean for me going forward? Sometimes I count it a little blessing that our relationship wasn't very close, because I can still go on with my everyday life just as I had before, and the impact of losing her is not on me every day. But then there's days like today, and days like I've had over the past couple of weeks, where I've wanted to sit down and do a video. Moral of the story, I hope you get an opportunity before the end to have some semblance of reconciliation. I believe in it. As much as I believe in distancing yourself from an unhealthy relationship, I believe in reconciliation. And there really will come a day when it's too late. But I will tell you, in her last days, it was a blessing for me, because she didn't have anybody around except for me and the hospital staff. And during that time, I got to hash some things out with her. And she didn't have any choice but to listen. So I got to say some things, but I also got to own some things. I got to own my part, and I got to say that to her. And so I'm really thankful for those days that I got to spend with her. And I'm really thankful that I got to hold her hand as she stepped from this world into the next with her soul. I'll see her again. I'll see her again. And for that, I'm very thankful.